So not long to go until we find out the teams. City against Villa, of course, kicks off at 5:30. We'll be going to get those teams in just a moment. But you might have noticed that City Square is currently inundated with masses of toilet roll. Not only have we just played that game with Mike, but also you may well have seen the incredibly large toilet roll, which is here courtesy of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And so that's why we played the game, and that's why we're going to be welcoming a man here who has been diagnosed with bowel cancer, but is here to tell us exactly how important it is for you to go out and make sure that you get yourself checked out as well. He is, of course, a man who played to such distinguishment at the likes of Everton, Newcastle and the Republic of Ireland. Please welcome Kevin Sheedy. Kevin, I don't think you've ever been described as a man who played with distinguishment, but I've just given that word to you. Bowel Cancer Awareness Month, a crucial time for the likes of you who are able to tell this story about how you are here to be able to tell this story. Tell us a little bit about the month of April for you.
Well, I got asked to be involved with beating bowel cancer. I lost my mother to it 3 years ago, and you always think it's not going to be you that's going to get bowel cancer. And I started to get symptoms. I was going to the toilet more regularly. I was getting blood in my poo, and I went to the doctors. I got treated, got diagnosed with bowel cancer, and as the statistics say, 90% of people who present their cancer early are successfully treated. So it's massive that the people, if they do think there's something wrong with them, they go to their GP.
To ensure that everybody knows the symptoms and knows to go to their GP if they are worried about any of the symptoms, not to be embarrassed and to talk about it more.
Indeed, and that's the message. I got asked to be involved, obviously, my football background, and it's usually blokes that are reluctant to go to the GPs. They bury their head in the sand, they hope it'll go away, but with any sort of cancer, if you don't get it treated, ultimately you'll die from the embarrassment of not going to your GP.
And how did you react when you found out that you had it? Was it the kind of moment that you immediately sought your friends and family to gather around you, or were you quite the person who likes to fight this sort of thing?
Unfortunately, I was mentally strong, but if I'd have gone later, no matter how mentally strong you are, it's still you're gonna die from it. So, fortunately, as I say, I presented my illness early and had all the treatment required, had the tumour removed, and because I went so early, I didn't need any chemotherapy, radiotherapy. So the message is massive. If you do think you've got any problems, then you go straight to your GP, and the earlier you go, it'll save your life.
So just for anybody that's not sure, could you go through some of the symptoms for us?
Well, I was going to the toilet a lot more regularly. My poo was a lot looser. My wife commented that I was costing us a fortune in loo rolls. So, you know, if you loss of weight, those are the symptoms that if you have them, then the alarm bells should start ringing, and you should go to your GP as soon as possible.
And of course, there's a lot more information for you all online, and make sure you do that, everybody, as Kevin will testify, and all those who have managed to survive bowel cancer, incredibly important. Everton play Manchester United tomorrow, Kevin. There are a lot of people here who would like your old club to do us all a favour.
Yes, it's always good games. Everton, Man United, Everton, Man City, local games, and obviously Everton always, you know, try their best to beat Man United. It'll be a tough game, but certainly there's no pressure on us now. We've managed to get enough points, so we're not going to get relegated. Not been a great season, but hopefully we can finish on a high, and by beating United will be a good 3 points.
Now, I remember, Kevin, when he played, he's probably the purveyor of one of the finest 3 left feet in the last 25 years of football. Am I doing you a fair justice there, my friend?
I think a big disservice. I would call myself the best one.
There we go, mentally strong, ladies and gentlemen. It was, we're going to show a couple of goals here now. We would have liked to have shown a lot more, because it's some fine goals, including when the Republic played England in 1990, that wonderful goal as well. Here are a couple from Everton's days gone by. Look at that.
Oh, Kevin Sheedy.
Kevin Sheedy indeed. I tell you what, talk us through the technique to hitting a volley when it's coming across you like that from the right wing, smashing it into the top left-hand corner?
It's just your technique. Practiced it for years and years as a young boy, so when you get into those situations, it becomes habit. So fortunately, I was able to do that quite a bit.
And talking about practicing as a young boy, you're a coach now at Everton. How are you finding that? Is it great to be able to pass your skills and your knowledge on to the next generation?
It is indeed. It's not as good as playing, but I've been a youth coach at Everton for 7 years now. We play Man City, funnily enough, in 3 weeks' time at the magnificent new stadium there. So it's always nice to help produce the next players for Everton. We've got some good young players in our system, as Man City have as well. So I'm looking forward to the game in 3 weeks' time.
I bet you are, yes. We're on a very different side of the fence in terms of being welcome at that moment. Kevin, just to remind people, we can put this up on the big screen now, just what you need to do. If you would like to text money, you can do. It's very, very simple. Just see that on the big screens. Just text MCFC 51, then £3 to 70070. Just an example of the amount of money you could give to donate in beating bowel cancer. It is Bowel Cancer Awareness Month. And if you'd like more information, clearly you can go online, but go and see the rather incredibly large loo roll that is just to the side of the stage here at City Square. And it is with your and our thanks that we say to Kevin Sheedy, enjoy the game, Kevin Sheedy!
Thank you very much. Thank you.